Yeah, and then from there, you import the list, right? And you can like optimize it for the cheapest versions of things and etc. Let's not forget to get our free card. And say, hey, good luck and have fun to our opponent. This opener's great thanks to the Blooming Marsh. This looks like a really clean opener for us. Now, I don't think we're a turn 1 Saga deck. Ooh. Tron, but we have the trophy. Tron, but I have my trophy. I don't think we need a Thoughtseize yet. We could Inquisition. We could spend the turn Inquisitioning instead of grazing, right? It might be correct to... Because, like, this Inquisition's going to be dead. This Inquisition is very reasonably dead the longer I wait to use it. I'd rather not have dead cards. I mean, that taxes me, though, next turn for sure. They're probably just spending next turn cracking the map, right? I'm overreacting. Let's just play the Grazer. And do we want to get the Saga going? I probably just want to make it so that the Bojuka Bog doesn't screw us later, actually. Let's do that. Alright. So we probably need to sit on this trophy. I don't even think we bother with the... I don't think I bother with the Inquisition. I think I'd just go for the Thoughtseize. If we Urza Saga, I can't trophy Thoughtseize. Ah, a Warping Whale. Okay. Alright, so we just kind of hope they don't have the natural Tron, right? Like, we kind of hope that they search up with map, right? Or I'm just getting us killed. Now I have to, like, hit the scary thing. Like, and I can't break them off Tron if they have natural Tron anyway, right? Like, the hope is that they go to search, and then we trophy, like, what they search for. Just do a draw step trophy. Well, I don't have any pressure on this Karn. I probably have to trophy the Karn. I play Trinisphere. I don't care too much about Trinisphere. We're kind of a big mana deck ourselves. I don't care terribly about the Trinisphere. And we lose this game if I can't assemble the Titania anyway. So we'll see. So we drew an Abrupt Decay. Doesn't really matter. I kind of just want to play the Saga and Inquisition them, right? So the last card's a Karn Liberated. That's probably going to end... Like, what was my other turn? I guess I could have gotten Kahira, right? The hand was a Karn. We're probably dead here. I don't know if we included enough stuff for Tron. It's fine. Tron gets you. Imagine if I just played the first opponent that we got queued against. It could have been so different. Sanctum, go do their thing. Tron doing the Tron thing. I haven't seen a ton of Tron as of late. Yep, they hit the Saga. I agree with that. So Thoughtseize. So at least we get to take the Ulamog, but then we're just going to die to this. Aha. Alright. I don't know what string of draw. We actually never hit green, by the way. That's something to think about. We wouldn't have been able to cast the Titania. Don't really have sideboard for this, unfortunately. Like, none of my sideboard's relevant. I mean, like, maybe we just put in some of this stuff. Coating we would want as a tutor target. Ballista could just be in. I'm not... Like, the pushes are dead, basically. I mean, the pushes hit their ballistas, right? That's what they do. The this can stay, this can stay, this is weak. Although this has synergy for our own Karns. So I kind of like it for that reason. The Damping Sphere is a go-to tutor in this matchup, but it's like, maybe I just have to draw this, right? Like, if we're hoping to tutor for this, and like maybe Needle should be a Saga target, I might just want to try to naturally draw the Damping Sphere. And if I have a Karn, I go get Coating. It seems like a better plan, actually. Yeah, we kind of just have to get lucky, right? These are probably the two things I'll tutor for. So we'll keep in a push. It kills my opponent's Ballista, which is not irrelevant. Yeah, we probably just lose this matchup unless we cheese draw. The cheese draw. If I keep this though, we have to draw more lands, right? And no, Damping Sphere doesn't just auto win the match. Like, I do need to draw more land cards. I do not want Saga to be my first land when I have a 2-lander. So we're not going to fetch with it. Oh, okay, sweet. Let's slow roll the Saga even a little longer, right? Green because of Titania, right? Titania's in hand. I could just get the Overgrown Tomb. I mean, would I need black for anything? I don't. There's nothing I need black for unless I have a turn where I need to like double decay. It's not likely to come up. I mean, Spellbomb wants me to have the Triome. I don't think we're terribly punished by me getting the basic here. Sweet, just drew the fun of Damping Sphere. Hey, maybe it'll matter. Okay, drew Overgrown. I think we're okay taking the Saga now. The turn 3 Saga still enables the Titania on time, right? We are running a lot of land. I'm not taking a huge risk by playing the Saga. And we want to get something going. Although I guess I'm skipping on making a construct because I probably am just slamming Karn next turn. Yeah, we're probably just slamming Karn. Go get Blast Zone. Sure. So if I went and got Zuran Orb, I can't play it anyway. And if I play the Zuran Orb, I can't play it the same turn as the Titania, awkwardly, right? This Blast Zone's ready to pop, but they're going to do that during an end step. I mean, I could just go for Coating. Coating also just gets sucked up into the Blast Zone. That seems weak, right? I mean, they probably want to go end step, blow this up, do their thing. But, like, at least if I go get the Coating, I'm doing something with the Karn. Right, I'm blowing up a Tron piece. Actually, still kind of like just grabbing the Coating. Why slow roll Saga when your turn 3 will be making a construct? But it's a little dangerous because you go down a land on the Titania turn, Lutefish. That's a great question. I would hate to... I mean, we're drawing land pretty consistently, and I think part of that is because we have 26 land, right? But if I... like if we didn't have like the Marsh Flats draw, I mean it's very likely that we hit the 5th land, right? There's a pretty reasonable chance we hit the 5th land. So yeah, maybe I was playing scared. Because that can happen sometimes when it comes to Saga. Okay, so they go up. Oh wow, we just drew. So this is gonna die. Do we want to just play the Titania out? I think so, right? The only thing that punishes me is exactly Ugin. They only play 2, right? If I get Needle, it's awkward. It names... I mean, I could just name the thing that beats us, right? We just name Ugin. Just name Ugin. We could just name Ugin the Spirit Dragon. That's pretty much what beats us from this position. There's also we're more afraid of Ugin than we are. What is the other card I'm thinking of? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Needle, right, guys? That's why we brought it in as a Saga target. What else do you guys think? I think I should just name Ugin. I mean, like, the other thing is Oblivion Stone, right? I think we rebuild from Oblivion Stone okay, though. I think Spirit Dragon is what I'm most afraid of. But I think we just go for it. I guess if we're really concerned that they're going to answer the Titania, we should just get back Saga. And oh, I can play the Zuran Orb anyway. Never mind. We just win. We just win. Oh no, not yet. I have to get rid of their Karn. I think it's still fine to play the Zuran Orb. And I could hit their Karn with my Damping Sphere. I like it. Luda says just name Blast Zone. Because they kill the Zuran Orb. Yeah, now I'm not in love with my line. Why am I thinking this was going to stay? Why am I thinking that was going to be fine? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I could just name the thing that's on the table. Like, I didn't quite want to name Karn because I have one of my own Karn. But you're right. I think maybe needling this was fine. Because they weren't presenting an answer to the sphere as per currently. Yeah, just name Blast Zone was actually probably right. Like, because it also makes it so that, well, the coating doesn't work right now anyway. Okay, so now it looks like they're going to just spend a turn popping the Blast Zone. But they don't even have Tron assembled yet. Maybe their hand's kind of clunked up or clumpy or something. I don't know. That's not a bad draw with Titania. Field of Ruin's good in this matchup, for sure. Do I want to see how this combat goes before I go get the Karn thing? Probably, right? Do I also want to just animate something? I mean, it looks like they're already set up to just pop the Damping Sphere, right? So maybe this is what we should animate if we animate. I mean, look, what am I going to go get if I don't do that? A Ballista can't ping. Like, if the Titania doesn't connect. What am I going to go get anyway? Oh, I can just go get Zuran Orb. That's right. But the Karn has to die for that to be relevant. I think we just go to combat. I'm guessing it's... Maybe it's going to connect. Oh. Okay. I don't want to play the coating out because the Blast Zone. Yeah, I should have named Blast Zone. 100% agree with you, Ludafishy. But we're pretty well set up here. So this is them killing the Damping Sphere. Okay. I think we've got enough stuff going on that even if they do assemble Tron here, it needs to be like... Right, so our Karn was answering... Our Karn answers... I actually think... I don't think I'm huge on what I ended up naming with Needle, but it wasn't the absolute worst, right? Because our Karn, the Great Creator, does at least check another out that they have, which is the Oblivion Stone. Get Orb, draw step, field them. Oh yeah, I should have just draw step, fielded. Why didn't I draw step, field them? We didn't know they had Tron yet, but like they signaled that they did, right? I should have just hit one of the Tron pieces and just hoped. Yeah, absolutely should have fielded. There's no reason I should have not fielded. I think we're just lucky and we win anyway, but yeah, definitely meant to field. Also, a draw step field plays around Os. Well, they'd have to take out my Great Creator somehow, right? I'm thinking we're in a very favorable situation. Is this just a Worm Coil? Ah, an Ugin the Ineffable. So they want to Ugin the ineffable my Titania. Is that what we're doing? Okay. Yes, totally did intend to use my cards. What do we got here, opponent? I mean, clearly that's what they're trying to do, right? They want to Ugin my... Not the Ugin that I thought that they'd be using. Alright, so they're going after the Titania. So in response, I have things I want to do. It's like a Dismember. They might want the mana to do something else. I'm not quite sure. It's fairly plausible. So how much mana do we actually need to do the things we want to do? So I'm tempted to just like sacrifice a lot of my lands in response to this. Maybe we just sack them all, right? Like, what's the out that they could have to the army of elementals? I'm trying to think of what it could be. I mean, I might as well leave this Saga, though, because it kills itself, and it goes and tutors us for something. But maybe we just... Let's see, they're at 20. They have 3 mana. Did they get Ensnaring Bridge at one point? No, they didn't. I mean, I guess that's what gets them out of this is... exactly bridge. So maybe I shouldn't have sacked that many lands because now I can't. That's fine. Like if they had like boarded the bridge in, I guess. I don't know. They're gonna leave that as a Karn target though. Yeah, I didn't play that great, but that was sweet that we just drew the Damping Sphere. I wonder if we can do that again. Yeah, I like this configuration. I can't really think of it. Oh, we didn't have Ballista as a Karn choice. We just had it in. So what is Karn currently tutoring for? Orb, Coating, Bridge? That's about it. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, if you board in too much stuff, then your Karn can be a little bit weaker with some of the choices it can tutor for, but it was really nice that we just drew the Damping Sphere. I don't know, we have to play to some of those weird edges, I guess, to maybe steal this game. So I don't really think we have the right tools for this matchup, right? I mean, like, doesn't this hand suggest that we don't have the right tools? Can't keep this. Probably just lose. There's a field, though. Like, this hand has Grazer into field going for it. Like, this hand does interact. Put back this. We're on the draw. Maybe this hand will cobble together something. Drew and Explore. I don't really want to show the field, right? Well, I have to draw step field. We don't want to fetch upkeep with the Delta. We would be interested in 4th land, right? Yeah, we are interested in 4th land. So we have the field. Their 2nd land was Power Plant. Let's go Overgrown, right? I guess I didn't need to because, well, the field was going to get us into another... green anyway. It's nice they didn't play another Sylvan or anything. Oh man, we can't Karn though this turn. Oh, the daggers. Okay, if we draw a land, 26 lands. If we draw an untapped land, we get the Titania. Karn, okay. Coding, sure. I mean, playing a Karn of my own stops the coding from being scary. Although, I do have Trophy. Like, I could go get my coding And I could coating and trophy. Karn here is turning off their plan to coating us. They're going to go get something else. If I had Ballista as a Karn target, like I could, instead of spending the Assassin's Trophy, I could minus... And I know somebody's thinking like, well, Bruce By, couldn't you just trophy the Tron piece? Yeah, I could. But I think trophy the Planeswalker, coating away the tower. Well, coating plus Karn away the tower is kind of what I want to do. Wow, our mold of 5 with the Field of Ruin. Pithing Needle. Okay. How many forests does Tron play? So they are going to Needle Coating here, I think. They're going to Pithing Needle Karn, the Great Creator. Interesting. Okay. So they have turned off their own Karn. We did draw the second Blooming Marsh instead of an untapped land. Let's not forget that we have Kahira. Unless I forgot to choose her as my companion or something weird. I think I may have. I don't remember it presenting me with Kahira at the beginning of this game, though. I hope that doesn't make us lose. It might, because these would have attack power if I would be able to do that. So we have the trophy. I can't minus my Karn. I can still take them off of Tron, perhaps. Stream Team says you couldn't reveal. Yeah, I don't remember seeing the Kahira. That was weird. We did have her as our companion game 1. Stream Team says because of ruling. Oh, you know what? I think it's because we snuck the Ballista in. Yeah. You're right. Just go after the tower. Yeah, I probably have to. Yeah, we figured it out. Yeah, if I'm up against Mill and I bring in the Kozilek, similarly. So that really hurts us that I snuck the Ballista in. Bad idea. Grazer I might want to just keep in my hand, because if they somehow get 7 mana Karn out, I have something to exile then. Should we just play out the coating, even though it doesn't work as per currently? I probably don't even play this out if we can't get it to work, right? Well, I want to be efficient, though. The thing is like putting stuff in play is never free against Tron necessarily. But I'm going to do it. Yeah, you think draw a step. They did tutor for this one. I think they do have 3 forests, by the way. Yeah, there's the third one. You'll be able to attack with Karn. Yeah. So, yeah, it's probably good to get the coating out. There's stirrings. They're looking at so many cards. What am I hoping to do? I'm hoping to play Titania. I really don't want this game to continue much longer. They grab a Blast Zone. Okay. Blast Zone can't kill the tokens. No Urza Saga or anything for us. This looks like we could still win it. I'm not throwing that out. That we could still win. Titania, get back. Alright, so here's a tough choice. It's probably the field, right? Like, we could get the Delta, right? We could start making elementals now. Right? Very tempting. But opportunity to get Field of Ruin back against Tron. Better in the long run. Right? So, as tempting as it is to get another 5/5 on the table now, especially since they could have removal for my Titania. That's got to be what they have, right? They either have threats or removal for Titania if they don't have Tron, right? But 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not that far away from actually just playing out some of their threats anyway, though. Maybe I should just get the threat now. Right? You know what? I'm going to go with the Delta. If they had removal spell, they would have killed Titania right then and there. Changed my mind, folks. We can't attack Karn with my coating because Pithing Needle is naming Karn Great Creator. Luda says, go for the field. I decided to get greedy. Uh-oh, and now they're assembling the Tron. I'm such a fool! I wanted my 5/5 now, and maybe we lose because of it. So they find Urza's tower. The fool. How could you, Bruce By? I wonder if their hand is just more Karn Great Creators. Like, how can Tron have 4 cards and not something to play here? And the hand's got to be like 7 mana Karn. It's got to be, I don't know. Now here's an interesting thought. Revel with me, folks. If I kill their Karn, my Liquimetal Coating works again. It might be worth... It means I kill them slower, though. Just revel with me for a second, folks. We'll explore, decay, and trip. Okay, we drew Decay. That changes a lot of things. So if I decay their Needle... Yeah, this is great for us, right? We decay the Needle, then my Karn works. Karn uses Coating, kill the tower. I like it. I have to kill their Karn, though, with combat. Let's see how this combat goes. Face and Karn. Yeah, that was sweet. Hey, the fact that Explore draws, not irrelevant. So my Coating works. I'm pretty sure this is what I want to do, right? Or just get Orb and try to win. Yeah, but they have some outs to me flooding the board with the dudes. I think I kind of just want to set him back. They have something big and scary here. They just want to set their Blast Zone to 2, so I can't do this much more. I could just kill the Blast Zone. They don't necessarily have the other piece of Tron. Like, they're kind of priced into... If I go after the tower, it'll be their second tower. If I go after tower with Coating, they're kind of set back a bit. And then... I don't know, the Zuran Orb plan isn't bad either. There's a few outs they have for it, though. I mean, it's basically Ugin is the out, right? They have to assemble Tron, because they're at 6 lands right now. Yeah, I think I've kind of priced myself into the Coating line. Just play super safe. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's good, though, that we're thinking about these things. We could still turn off Tron and upkeep if you want to search with Karn, says Jade. Well, not quite. But I think we're in a good position. Like, I don't see how we lose this, but I've lost games before to silly mistakes. Gonna go get my Zuran Orb. I'm gonna play my Zuran Orb. I'm gonna attack with the team. Okay. So, I'm sitting there thinking like, oh my gosh. Put the Ballista in for that 3rd game stream team. I made an honest mistake, but a mistake nonetheless. Because I think there was definitely a window where I could have... hey, good luck and have fun. I think there was definitely a window where I could have grabbed the Kahira or put it into hand and then could have been attacking with the Grazer. And their Karn did go to 1 loyalty. I mean, it's all relevant. It's all relevant. This hand's not great for Grazer. It's only a 2-lander. I don't think we keep 2-landers with this deck, right? I am on the draw, though. And the hand has some interaction, right? Push and zone. It does have the combo rolled up. But, like, we need to see a lot more land, though. Like, would I mulligan this 7 to see a 6 that has 3 lands and be happy? Like, this hand has to draw 2 lands to even, like, start working. I do like that it has push, though. Do like that it has push. You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. 26 lands. That's a lot of land. Still left in the deck to draw to. There's the turn 1, not Ragavan. Turn 1 Channeler. Oh, okay. So we drew... Sweet. We won't upkeep fetch because we're hoping for more lands. Opponent is sitting on a counterspell. Pretty plain to see. Drew trophy. Alright, so just making my land drops. Nothing to see here, opponent. Channeler can't attack through the Grazer. Say go. Hoping to draw lands. Blast Zone can stay at 1 in this matchup. Have I thought about playing Chariot or Flagship? I didn't. I know there's so many different things to think about when it comes to like a Karn board. So many different fun things we could put in it. I've certainly thought, I will say this much, Stream Team, I've thought about more than I currently have. Do you want to just chuck a push at this? I don't love that we're thinning, though, to do this. Making it harder to draw the 4th land, which I kind of want to have happen. I kind of don't mind if they fight over this, though, right? Oop. 3rd Titania. That's rough. Go ahead. I mean, it's not like I have no interaction. We almost kind of want them to play a threat. And I troph, and they counterspell, and then I stick Karn. I don't know. The Karn kind of just dies to a bolt, right? Because we kind of need to minus him. Looking for... Their hand could be a bunch of Murktides. Let's see if they'll start spending their counterspells yet. They don't want to do it. This could be... Oh wow, we drew the 4th Titania. That's rough. I mean, we need to see her because she's what our deck is doing, but like... And this is like the thing, if I'm not playing tutors and we just chunk them all into the deck. I did think if we had more cantrips, like the only cantrips I'm playing are the Explorers, right? If we had, and like, you know, Relic and Spellbomb. If we had more cantrips, I think I'd be comfortable. We'll probably lose this game just because of our draw. So, it's fine. We beat Tron. We did it. Beat Tron, lose to blue-red. Seems about right. Seems about par for the course. A force, okay. What about Harvest? It's an interesting idea, Stream Team. Give us a little bit of selection. Speaking of selection, yeah, we could morph this into like an Abundant Harvest deck. I mean, maybe Abundant Harvest is what I'm supposed to play instead of Grazer, you know, or something. I'm not sure. We did just slap this together today, so I'm totally fine if the first iteration of the concept doesn't. Like, we want to see, like, that some of what we're doing is working, and we want to analyze what's not working. And, you know, if, you know, obviously, like, Abundant Harvest, yeah, could also maybe let us skimp on the number of Titanias. There's a Zuran Orb. Kind of gives away what I'm doing, though. Don't really want them to have the opportunity to counter it later, though. We're in a bad spot, for sure. Like, probably lost. Like, we could have maybe just scooped them up, and then they don't see this. They just assume I'm Rock that had a weird draw or something. I don't know. If it looks like we're behind, we should just scoop, because we don't want them to see this, at least. Right? But, I mean, like, the logical assumption for refusing to bolt my Grazer. If only we could draw a Titania, right? I mean, maybe I shouldn't be quick to give up, right? Like, we could top the Cavern of Souls. Okay, we're finally seeing the bolt. Yeah, we could top the Cavern of Souls. Like, I'm very tempted to Blast Zone the Rag. Nah, we can't afford it. Right, I just need to start slamming Titanias if we hope to win this game. Ooh, they could play my Shadowspear. They decide to. They're casting a Murktide. do draw the land. Do I start with Karn? Do I think that they'd even counter Karn? I'm at 16, though. Well, we know that they have a counterspell, right? But would they counter Karn? Because they might not. You should just stick Titania. I mean, they might not have the counterspell. The odds are they do. The benefit of Karn, if they decide not to counter. You Titania and hope he doesn't. I think the Karn might have elicited a counterspell, actually. Like, it's the best card I've played. Yeah. It's highly likely that they have a follow-up counterspell. They look like they're the more mid-rangey build, perhaps, of blue-red. Maybe, maybe not. I shouldn't say mid-rangey. There's some builds that play more or less counterspells. That's how I should say it. Yeah, on the surface, it just looks like typical blue-red. It's fun that they get to play with my Shadowspear, right? Ooh, are they tapping out? For another Murktide? But they just kill us, right? So this thing grows. I have to hit... Let's see, so they're swinging for almost lethal, but not quite lethal. I play the Titania. They might have a bolt. So I need a different land. Yep, that's daggers, right? The Thoughtseize when what I need is something else. Actually, that's not true. I can float and then crack. We're still a go. Nice hand, thanks. We're still a go, actually. Just I get one less elemental. Not a big deal. Because I can fetch. Because we have the life and we're floating the mana. Doesn't really matter what I get here. Titania. But I don't think the Titania Wombo can overcome what our opponent's doing, though. Right? Like, they've got two Murktides. One of them's wearing our Shadowspear because Ragavan is a fair card. Like, don't get me wrong. Like this game actually turns out to be closer than you would think through all this. Can I afford to do the Thoughtseize, though? So I'm going to gain... Well, no, we still lose, right? Because they're flying. Yeah. So I can gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but I'm still just dead. I'd have to, like, give these guys haste somehow. I should still look at their hand just to check the style of blue-red. Actually, I should do something really clever, which is see if they're playing the same list as they were last time they played. So we'll use this to just grab some info. Mainboard explosives. Okay, should I should anticipate Blood Moons from this guy. He's playing more like a Blue Moon build of this deck. Look at this. Look at this mess. Oh, this is fascinating. And this is from October 19th. A 5-0. So it looks like he just moved his explosives to the main board. He is swapped into serums. Well, we're definitely going to take the explosives. What else can we discern? Although it looks like he wasn't playing baubles in this build, but he is playing baubles now. So I've only learned so much. The only thing I know is this guy has rented or does have access to Blood Moons. That's all I really know. Okay. Oh yeah, we definitely Thoughtseize because we want to see. All right, Veils are great. Culling we can't afford. I probably don't do much more sideboarding than that, right? Like everything's live. The Thoughtseize, as painful as they are, like I have to dig into their hand. Maybe we cut some Grazers. This is kind of a filler card for us, right? I mean, it was a sketchy 7, right? I said, would I be more interested in a 6 that had 3 lands? What was it? It was double Titania, Karn, and then we proceeded. Our next 2 draws were exactly draw Titania 3 and 4. Cut a Titania. I think if we're not going to play something like Like, your proposal I actually really like, by the way. Because, like, the deck really, really wants to be able to find those land drops, and then it wants to switch into just having gas, right? So I actually think the Abundant Harvest idea was a great idea. Maybe I'll try that after this league. I assume we want to cut an Urza target. All right, let's see. I mean, our deck doesn't do anything if we don't draw this piece of it. We have a really good chance to draw the Zuran Orb side of the combo, right? We have 3 Karns, 4 Sagas, and the Zuran Orb itself. Like, so we have an 8-to-4 ratio on our little combo here. But I do think that Abundant Harvest could, like, make it so we don't have maybe as many lands. This could allow us to... although then if we're cutting on lands that maybe we don't want Explore and Grazer anymore, right? Then I can start to cut Titanias, right? With something like this, maybe, is the thought. Hey, this has one of our best cards. Sweet. 3 lands with a Grazer. That's a pretty easy keep. I probably should turn 1 the Inquisition, though, right? So they don't have turn 1 Rag Event. Well, we block turn 1 Rag Event. Well, not necessarily. They could have a bolt for the Grazer. Oh, Barwick, I can just read the card to you, my friend. So she's the 5/3 for 5 that was printed into Modern with Modern Horizons 2. When she enters the battlefield, we get to return a land from our graveyard to the battlefield, target land. And then whenever a land we control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, we create a 5/3 green elemental creature token. You would fetch forest to play around Blood Moon. I know, but we could just take the Blood Moon here with the... That's fair, though, because this guy seems to like Blood Moon. That's reasonable. So the thing I care most about in this hand is probably the explosives, right? It stops me from going off. I mean, not completely. Like, we could just go off in pieces. I guess if I wasn't going for explosives, maybe I would take Charm. He's got 1 land. Take the Serum Visions. They scry 2 cards on top, so it looks like taking them off. I like the cut of your jib, though. Yikes, it sucks to take the damage. Yikes. But I like the cut of your jib. Maybe keep them off Murktide a little bit with this relic. Okay, so they play a land. We've seen this. This ticks. Ooh, we drew the Urborg. Okay, really, really need to draw another land. I may have to just crack this relic, which is awkward, but the Urza Saga will be in the graveyard for the Titania. So that's okay. I may just want to crack this now, because it could give us a different play besides just Saga-ing. What would be a different play that I would actually want to do, though? I probably just want to make the Construct. If you want to, you need to crack now. Yeah, because there's like... You don't want to play Urborg? Oh, good point. Yeah, because I need green for Titania. Shoot. You're totally right. Drew a Fatal Push. Okay. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, I need a... The other thing I have, by the way, is the Kahira put in my hand, but we're going to make a Construct. Oh no, maybe we should wait because we knew that they had a Thought Scour, actually. So this is really bad. If I don't find an untapped green source, remember that thing I was talking about earlier in a match that I was concerned about with the Saga? So we don't, so we should just make a Construct. And now we're kind of set back a little bit. We probably have to get the orb, right? I don't have enough mana to equip the spear. Well, hold on. Opponent has Archmage's Charm, so they could grab one of my constructs. Yes, yes, yes. We know. What do I grab here? Maybe I get the Expedition map, actually, in this situation, where I'm behind on lands. I think the Zuran Orb and the Shadowspear are actually kind of greedy. I'm gonna get the Expedition map. I'm guessing they're gonna take this token, right? Or this token, and Well, it just dies if they take it. It's a reasonable chance they steal this one. Archmage's Charm. Such a great card. Charm's been really looking good lately. Ooh, they want to take my map, actually. Okay. They're just going to jam our map. Do you think they take most anything that I get there in that situation? I wonder. They shock. So there's the Regent. They do have Counterspell up. No, you don't think they would take Orb? We do have a play this turn. I can put Kahira in hand, but it doesn't feel the greatest. I'm not attacking. I do get to block the Regent once with the Grazer. So it's not like we're at a virtual 11 right now. They're going to map? Sure. I am short on the second green still. That we had that issue earlier, remember? So I think the Yavi's great because we have green requirements. Well, just here we have green requirements, but and the Kahira has green requirements. So maybe we don't need it. Maybe we just want Yavi. Do we want the filter land? We're learning little things about the mana base. Maybe we want to change. That's the reason why I would have fetched for Forest. Yeah, we see it coming to fruition at this point. Somebody suggested a Prismatic Vista at one point. Yeah, we could have been greedier. We could have shocked. Yeah. Like, we have to remember that the sagas really hurt our colors. So, do we block now or later? I wonder if I should block now so that they can't kill this later and then get the 6 through. I'll just block now. Really hoping for 4th land. Preferably green. Is this take a construct? Okay, kill a construct. So there's the Peatland. We know they have Counterspell. I don't think the Kahira will elicit the counter, though. It's just a 3-2 here. There's no elemental buddies. So we do draw the land, and we don't have to take pain if we play Karn. Karn elicits the counterspell, which we want to, right? Because we have 2 Titanias. I kind of just want to jam Haymakers. Don't we? Oh. I think we just want to jam Haymakers. Like, I'm hoping to find another land off the top, right? They counter it, we get in for 1. We're probably going to lose the race to the Murktide again, right? Unfortunate. Now, if this was instead of the Decay, we have a 2-2 split, Decay, 2-2 split of... Oh, Expressive, so good. I mean, this will make us 1-1, right? We beat Tron round 1. Very, very closely beat Tron, though, it feels like, right? Because we really don't have a lot for that matchup, and we managed to take it. But looks like maybe we need more tools for this match. I mean, we could sit there and say, oh, like, we didn't quite, like, hit our land drops, this or that. And we had, like, a really super awkward game 1. We did. Like, we literally drew all 4 of these. But, hey, there's an out, almost. We would need the Triome, though. I lose. Because our blue source is always going to be tapped. Right, we have double green in the late game. So I think I want to stray away from black. We'll figure it out, Dragon Party Podcast. We'll make some adjustments. Like, maybe it's not a Fatal Push world, right? Like, maybe we want this to be our turn 1 stuff, and then we want, like, most of our... I don't know, it's hard not to have the pushes, though. Like, if that Abrupt Decay was... a trophy or insert other 2-mana answer, we fight the Murktide just fine. Now let's say, hey, good luck and have fun. Alright, is this the blue-white matchup? I'm curious how this one goes. Oh, they're playing a Yorion pile. Okay. I'm excited. But I think it's push life right now because we have monkeys and Darcy's. Yeah, we could switch the. I think where I want to start is just switch the abrupts into something different. Is where I want to begin. That's where I want to start. Let's graze our way. I'm excited that we're even 1-1. Like I did not think. Ooh, they're gonna subtlety my Grazer. Did they have the Ephemerate? So we'll bottom that. Maybe a Nile Spellbomb. I mean, their deck's a little bit too efficient at... And I'll admit they weren't a consider build. They were playing just the Scours. There's got to be like a Nimbuzette build, right? There's a lot of different things this could be. But, I mean, Subtlety makes me think... and what did they pitch to it? What did they exile to it, I should say? Yeah, Fire Ice. Huh. I don't know. This doesn't make me think Nimbuzette, though. Oh, anyway. Let's just explore. There's the Cavern of Souls we needed last match. I think we'll just play this out. I don't want it to slow us down later, although there's a non-zero chance we'll need to cycle it. It's not currently slowing me down from Karn. This might slow me down from a Titania, though. Let's just go ahead and play the Triome. It's a pretty small chance that I'll be sitting here wishing I cycled it, but a non-zero chance I'll wish I cycled this instead of playing it. There's a Saga with Tarmogoyf. Yeah, it is. It is an enchantment. Does this ice my land? Sure. Does keep me off playing out Karn. What you cooking? Oh, okay. So they're playing different take. So they have the right colors for both of these. I mean, Outburst is the better of the two, so take the Outburst. Yeah, that's too bad that they're going to get this off here pretty reasonably. Maybe not. Maybe we're going to get to Karn for Chalice. I think we're going to get to Karn for Chalice, folks. They do get to Fury our first Karn. I'm glad that we have that Chalice. They were playing against some sort of Cascade. I mean, I'm guessing it's Rhinos. Doesn't look like it, like any of the other Cascade shells, so it's pretty much 4-color Yorion Rhinos. Who is talking about this list? I think I heard Aspiring Spike talking about it, actually. Pretty sure he was the one I heard talking about it. Now, this isn't game. They can have, like, Prismari commands and other sorts of outs to this. We'll go ahead and put that on 0. And the race is on. Yorion doesn't work with Rhinos, then, so why? I don't remember the Chalice on 0 will cut us from casting Zuran Orb. It does, but we can still get it with I can still get it through Urza Saga, so it's actually okay. Just keep that in mind. Yes, I will keep that in mind. I mean, Karn has other things he can do. What did they exile? They exiled an Omnath. I'm not I'm not convinced this isn't Glimpse that my opponent's playing. I'm not convinced that it's not Glimpse. I like Glimpse. I don't think they're playing Glimpse. I think they're playing a 4-color Rhino thing. But maybe. Let's go get something that's not Zuran Orb. This is for sure Rhino plus cool random stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the case too. So do we want explosives? Or I think we just go get Ballista, right? Or no, I should just go get the coating. Just dime. Although maybe getting, they played this too, maybe getting coating is greedy because we don't know if we're going to keep this card. Maybe I should have just gotten the Ballista. I think I should have just gotten Ballista. Like me getting this is banking on them not having another red card, right? Why did they shock if they're not playing the plea? Is this like Prismari command? I think honestly Modern should just ban Companion. Theory with the evoke cost, they pitched a Royal Scions. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone for the coating, that was greedy. And there's only one more Karn. I should have just gotten the Ballista. Hindsight. They're down to 2 cards though. They have evoked 3 times. Does this go put Yorion into my hand? Ardent Plea. Get a little look-see. Look-see poo. Yeah, they got some sweet stuff in here. I'm guessing it's also a general list. General Ferris Rockrick, although we didn't see one here, but I think that's a pretty safe assumption. Valdrak, sweet. They have 1 card left. We could get it with the Thoughtseize if we want to. Might as well. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should wait, though. Maybe I should wait till they put the Yorion in their hand. Because they haven't done that yet. Yeah, this is maybe a misplay on my part, actually. Take the agent. Map, go get... we just want to get something going, right? So we go get a Saga. I can't imagine it's Peatland. Hope to draw one of the 4 Titania. See what I mean? Why we maybe want some cantrips or something? You see what I mean, chat? You see what I mean? I doubt I'm going to want to decay this turn. I'll go ahead and just play the coating. You see what I mean? Yeah, this is a sweet, saucy... We do care about the Prismari command. But that's on the bottom. Begin sideboard. Begin sideboard. I mean, the pushes do answer the Rhinos, just not efficiently enough. I think we should just play the rituals. And be wary that we could maybe be blowing up our own stuff, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. They will have counter magic. You know what's funny? Veil of Summer gives the... I never thought about this. Veil of Summer gives our Tutorable Chalice of the Void protection. Sorry, hexproof. You and permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and black. It's a blue spell. Stream Team says I need to go to sleep, but I love you being online, brewing some sweet stuff. Oh, thank you so much, Stream Team. Get some good rest, my friend. Rest well. Sleep well, sweet prince. I'm just playing around. I'm just being a weirdo. It's the Brew Spy show. Alright, Chalice. What else do we need for this matchup? You guys have any thoughts? I mean, maybe we do want some number of pushes. I love it when you were online like two or more years ago. Oh yeah. I mean, I've never stopped per se, but like, for example, I got hired for a new job and that's been taking up a lot of my time. I've got a serious girlfriend and that's important and also should take up some of my time. So I haven't streamed in a little while, but it hasn't, it's not like it's been forever. Ever. What's wrong with the pushes? They hit rhinos? I know, but they only hit 1 rhino and they'll have 2 rhinos. He's only 1 for 1 with the rhinos. I guess they're better than the decays. I'm just concerned about maybe some of the other stuff they might have. Yeah, maybe the pushes are the way to go. These aren't as efficient. They did show us Omnath, although these can hit Omnath if I have another something. We don't need the graveyard hit. Let's get rid of Relic. Give me push number 1, number 2, 3. I mean, Trophy, even though it gives him a land, at least Trophy will hit Yorion. Trophy will hit Omnath. Decay can't. I think the Decay was maybe not the right choice for us. I do like that the rituals will kill all of the rhinos. They also will kill maybe some of our stuff. So we just need to be aware of that. Maybe since it's a sideboard game, just give me both trophies. Like, just give me all the things that seem to work. Yeah. It's funny, the match that we made that honest mistake of put Ballista in, we ended up winning that match anyway. What is our record? We beat Tron, which I don't think this deck should, but we did. And then we lost to Blue-Red Murktide. And now we are up a game against 4-color Wonderfulness. 4-color Rainbow Rhinos. Rainbow Rhinos? That just rolls off the tongue. Look at this terrible hand. I love it. But guys, we could turn 2 Saga with the way that this hand is configured, right? Like, especially since I have map, I don't think I'm too terribly punished by playing Saga turn 2, and that gives me turn 3 Construct. I think that's fine. It's like turn 1 drew the summer. A little embarrassed to play the Spellbomb out right now. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do, because I could cantrip it this coming turn. I mean, I still can. I think I should, right? Like, we don't have a fetch. We don't have the Triome. Probably should just cantrip this next turn. So maybe it's next turn, like, instead of cracking the Expedition. Well, no, but what are we hoping to hit? We're hoping to hit second green source anyway, right? Maybe I should just play Saga and crack the map for fetch. We do want a fetch to be in the bin for Titania, right? Opponent is so very colorful over here. Love it. Their deck is very promo-y too, very pretty. Even down to the borderless Yorion. Yeah, so I'm either cantripping the Spellbomb, or I should just consider cracking the map. I mean, I need another green source, so yeah, I think it's past the turn. Oh wow, this can tap for so many things. If I play the Urborg, it taps for all the things. Alright, so they're doing the thing. We got some rhinos incoming. We got incoming. Incoming! We've got incoming. Yeah, I think Spike was the one who I was listening to that was talking about doing this style of rhinos. Something about how, I mean, if we want to minimize the amount of damage I'm taking, I mean, I'd love to get this off, right? Like, we'd love to consider the Spellbomb. That seems just, like, so slow, though, to answer the problem. The tap land, I should say. And then that means I'm not making a construct. Bouncing a token. I think we're losing this second game, folks. That's okay. Drew Grazer. So we'll graze that Triome onto the battlefield. And yeah, I just don't know. Like, part of me thinks I'm actually supposed to Titania. But in order to Titania, I'll have to tap the Zagoth, and then I don't have it for the Spellbomb. It's, yeah. And we're going down a land because of the way Saga works. You know what? This is a spot where if I had, I don't think we have enough creatures for it, though. But this is the spot. Oh, they're just killing my Grazer? That's weird. It seems like very aggressive what they're doing, but okay. They kill my 0-3. They want their Shardless Agent to get in. I get it. Will they pitch another Fury? Like, I get it. They want to make sure this gets in. Is that another agent? That's got to be game right, even if I Titania. So we lose the Saga, Titania, get back the Saga. I don't have the Zuran Orb to crack everybody. I have to hit exactly Zuran Orb, right? Or no, I don't have to. Saga gets me the Zuran Orb. Actually, we can maybe do this. Yeah, we do get the orb. So maybe, as long as I don't forget to tap, maybe we could. So we tap this. You know what? I think you're right. I think we play on. Because our deck did do the thing. We did do the thing. We do the thing. We play on? Shall we? We're gonna have a battle of the rhinos and the elementals right here. This is gonna be a battle of epic proportion. Here they come. They're coming. So do we want to leave the Zagoth because that gives us the Spellbomb? Let's go ahead and crack the Bojuka and the swamp. Like, do we want to trade across the board, or do I want to leave one rhino? Because these are trades. You know what I could do? I could just hope that they don't have outbursts, which they probably do, but they might not. You might have lethal on the backswing, though. Yeah, that's a good point. They have 4 cards, though, but that's a good point. Like, maybe just block the agents, gain enough life to live through. How much am I sacrificing? Am I sacking everything now? Or is it advantageous to leave the Spellbomb activation? It's probably correct to leave us with the... Like, the rest of my hand's not really that relevant here. It's probably reasonable to leave the Spellbomb activation. So I'm at 16. This is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If I make 2 more tokens, block, 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 I get blown out by what? Another Fury. I get blown out by Outburst, because then these kill. Like, maybe I can't afford to let Titania block. Well, that's not true. I miss out on one more elemental if I lose the Titania to a Shardless. Oh, I should have cracked the Spellbomb if I'm not gonna... I should crack it with the Saga mana. That means maybe now I'm priced into doing the Spellbomb plan. You know what's another interesting thought? Is maybe I just block the agents and see what they have, and if they do have extra damage output, like if they did have Outburst, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I do die if I don't block at least one rhino. Like maybe that's the block we do, is agent, rhino. Yes, I lose these 2 tokens. 15 on the crackback. And a bomb, bounce a token. But they're getting 2 more tokens. I think you just want to block the agents. And keep up lethal. Well, but we die if they have Outburst. I know they're playing Yorion and the odds are less slightly that they have it, but... I mean, be nice to not lose to that card. If they Outburst, you'll lose anyway. With no lands. I mean, next turn I'll be able to make up my mistake of getting to crack the Spellbomb. Like, it's literally the difference between one more elemental block or not, right? It's, but the other Outburst will get 2 more rhinos. Yeah, that's true. So you think just like, if they have the Outburst, so what? Let them have it? Because even if I Zuran Orb crack this, we're still dead. The math, because of the maths. If I block 1 rhino, we get to play on. But yeah, I mean, maybe we don't want... I mean, I still have lethal on the crackback if they don't maybe even just block just one Charless. Well, here's the thing. So I do have lethal on the crackback if they don't have Outburst. This is still lethal on the crackback, because then these are living, right? So I'm going to lock this one in, stream team. But, yeah. Ooh, they don't have it? They don't have it. But if they play a blocker, you won't have lethal? I can make one more elemental. It's an interesting board state. It's definitely an interesting board state. Do they just have another Cascader? Do they just have it easy street? Find out on another Brew Spy, the magic guy. So they have a fire. Okay, that finishes off 2 of my tokens. So we've got a game. We have a game of Magic. I really wish well, now I'm like glad I didn't crack the Spellbomb. Do we want access to the Veil? I may want access to that, actually. Well, the fetch is better slightly because we have a Titania in play. We don't have to bounce the Rhino now. If we attack, I'm not dead. I mean, like, we can chip them 2 turns. Like, that's kind of the line I've put us in, right? Is we hit them, we make enough elementals to live, we kill them. So we're going to get to bounce a token. I'm going to get to make an elemental or 2 or 3. I just need to make sure that we hit for the right amount. So, like, it might just be the Titania attack, and then I'd have 4 elementals on the blocks, which I don't need, right? Let's get in with both. Maybe I should have already cracked my Catacombs because of shenanigans. Shenanigans like Prismari Command, I mean. So they'll mush. I mean, they didn't have the outburst last turn. Oh, they don't mush. They don't attack. Interesting. This changes things, folks. Because if with them not attacking, I could actually just trophy. Is this another Cascader? Ooh, okay. I don't have counter spells, so I mean, I could cantrip the Spellbomb to try to kill all the tokens before I decide to make more of my own tokens. I don't have a counter spell, so I'll just let it resolve. But I do have ways to get the tokens off the table, but a lot of them are expensive, right? I would need to, it's like Karn, it's the culling. I think we just try to work our way through the tokens then, right? So if that's the play, although I ramp them to Yorion, but we'll trophy one of them. We'll Spellbomb another. Yeah, I do almost need something like a Loam here or something, right? To kind of get back in to the land drops. There's the Culling Ritual. Can't get to it, though. We're a land shy. It's one of our few outs, right? But, like, we're actually not... Like, so they decided to take a defensive position, which makes sense because they had another Cascade, right? If I take them off another Rhino and I can make 3 more Elementals... Well, we're not really swinging here, right? But I think this gets worse for us, though, is the thing. Right? Like, this is going to get worse for us, but, like, I'm not in the position to swing just yet. So, we're giving them opportunities to hit more Crashing Footfalls. We did take the first game, though, right? So, there's one more game to be played no matter how this turns out. And they did not shut off our graveyard or anything. It's certainly an interesting build of Rhinos, isn't it, folks? Yeah, get some sleep, stream team. Sleep well, my friends. Sleep well. You can always watch the VOD, or I put this stuff on YouTube. You can always watch the video on Twitch. So they're jamming. We jamming all out? We jamming some. We're jamming everybody but the Shardless. Okay, I like it. Okay, we're finally going to Spellbomb. You'll hope to see it in the replay. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Like, in the end, it looks like that might have been correct. Because, like, here, I have to, like, trade with some of the rhinos now. And I still have to, like, sacrifice either my forest or my Urborg. They have trample. Oh, you're totally right. They do have trample, don't they? They have trample. So I may have just almost killed myself. Yeah, I'm still taking 6 here, aren't I? They do have trample. Go to 2. It is an interesting game. Yeah, let me turn off my auto yields because you're right. We might just be cracking the Triome and going for it. Ooh, is this Prismari command deal me 2 damage and then stomp me? That would not be good. That could be what they have. They could have another deal 2 damage. Nope. This is me saying we're all in. These are the permanents that I have. These are my permanents. Opponent says, ooh man. Why does he say ooh man? This game was intense. I like this Yorian build, by the way. Come share it with the stream. Royal Scions. Whew. Congrats and good night. All right, stream team. Have a nice night, my friend. Okay, so we're 2-1. I think we want something different. There. We're thinking Prismatic Vista, right? More fetches would be good for not only the fatal pushes, but also fetches are important for Titania. All right, hey. Looking at fun. Now, this hand doesn't look like a whole lot, right? Right? But it's actually an ideal opener for us, right? A Grazer, it's got half the combo. Oops, that's not what I mean to do. That's just out of fear that I've missed the Kahira once tonight. But I didn't miss it because I didn't click it. I missed it because I made a sideboard mistake. A sideboard mistake was made. Let's get this into play. I wonder how tilt you would feel if you accidentally misclicked on Grazer putting in a shock. That'd be pretty tilting, wouldn't it? Ah, burn. Yes. Burn in righteous fire. Saga, are you on time? I think this Saga's on time, right? Because I play it here, and then I explore into the... I mean, this is like... We're doing the things, folks. This is what we want to do if we're up against burn. Yep, I mean, we need to play the Saga as soon as possible because I need to get to the Zuran Orb anyway, even if I do miss on the 5th land. Like, that's the reality. If I miss on the 5th land, we don't get there. And what's cool about Zuran Orb Titania is I can do it kind of incrementally. So, like, they have to have the bolt and they have to skill crack us, right? So, I like Zuran Orb for this matchup especially. It's just a naturally reasonable card when it comes to burn. We have 2 copies in our 75. One in the Karn board, one in the... All right, I know I'm acting as if we've already got this. We certainly might not. Thoughtseize always feels so bad in this matchup, with the exception of Eidolon. I like exchanging. I mean, it's an exchange no matter what. We also could just take the Skullcrack. Taking the Blaze is also reasonable, because like then the Swiftspear can't quite get in if we just take the Blaze. I mean, yeah, we care about the Skullcrack, obviously, for obvious reasons. Kai Guy says, I think we just played. We did. I chatted you. If you wanted to share your list with us, that would be awesome possum. Because I've heard a little bit hearsay of a Yorion build floating around of rhinos. By the way, what do you think I take here? I'm considering the Blaze because I do have a blocker for the Swiftspear. Although, maybe I shouldn't because I have Fatal Push for the Swiftspear. Maybe that's wrong. I should probably just take the Skill Crack, right? Let's just take the Skull Crack. Let's do it. I do have Push for their Taylor Swiftspear. Yeah, that was a very close game, Kai. That was an awesome game. It was fun to play. I enjoyed it. I think the stream enjoyed it too. Okay, they just showed me that they just drew this on big. All around was interesting and fun. I like that build. That's cool. And you know, you're playing a Planeswalker that doesn't see nearly as much play as it should. I actually don't want to crack this Catacomb because we're really, really hoping to just draw another land, right? I could die before we get the Titania down, right? Thoughtseize is that kind of a card. Not the ideal card against burn. Would love to see one of our filter lands. This current build not only has Yavi, it also has an Urborg. I'm thinking of cutting the Urborg, though, as you can see. Your list was based off of Doomwicks? Ah, okay. Okay, cool. Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting take. Because if you run the numbers, what was it? I heard, I think it was Spike saying this. I heard Aspiring Spike talking about, and maybe he heard this from Doomwake, but like the numbers are interesting when it comes to Yorion, right? Because like it what was it? It lessens the chance that you draw. You get to play more Cascaders, right? Instead of playing 8, you play 12, and you're also lessening the chance that you draw the Cascader. There's a lot to like about everything. I think I just play this map and make a construct, right? Or maybe push something. I don't think I put Kahira in hand. That seems weak sauce. Well, playing map is weak sauce too, unless... Well, no. I need to play the map because it guarantees us the 5th land, right? I actually don't make a construct. Yeah, we play map because it guarantees... Did I play the land this turn or no? You know what, then maybe I should just... Yeah, maybe I should just grab our land now. And maybe the ultimate smart would be that I get a filter land, actually. Either Urborg or... If I get Urborg, it turns on the push. Which may or may not be relevant. If they have... I mean, they could have land and a Swiftspear kill Grazer, and then I'm missing out on the chance to kill the Swiftspear. So yeah, if I get Urborg, I already have green. If I get Urborg, yeah, that's the ultimate smart. Now I don't have to pay for the Catacombs pain. Sweet. Well, I'm saying ultimate smart and it may not matter. They could just have 3 1-mana burn spells and it doesn't matter what I do. Or we win the game. We go get Zuran Orb and we play Titania and win. So, yep. I think I messed up. I should have blown up your orb, then made treasure. I had Ardent Plea in hand, just messed it up. Yeah, I think we should have had a 3rd game there too, right? You were saying in chat that you think you messed it up, and hey, it happens to the best of us. Ooh, I think they're going for the Swiftspear Blaze line. Oh, they are. Okay. Yeah, I think we win. Guys, I think we win. Yeah. I'm not planning to crack this anyway, right? Probs not, unless I draw a different land. Ooh, I drew a different land. Hang on. Maybe we do get to crack the... Because if I play Forest to cast Titania... Yeah. Sweet. Alright, Titania trigger. Ooh, do I go for another fetch? Yeah, we go for another fetch, right? I don't need a Urza Saga where we're going. Okay, he concedes. Opponent concedes. They know what's happening. I sack all my lands, make lots of elementals, gain lots of life. Yeah, I actually, Kai Guy, I was playing a blue version of this before this black version that we cooked up at the beginning of stream. I've really been wanting Karn Titania to work. I've tried a lot of different iterations of it. I really don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be, by the way, friend. So please don't think that I assume that. We just tossed this together, and I beat Tron round 1, and then I lost to Blue-Red. And then you were my third round opponent. What else can we do for burn? There's really not much I can do, right? I guess I could put the other Zuran Orb just in. I don't think Karn into Orb is going to be feasible against burn, right? Like, against burn, don't we just, like, put the things in and pray when they're on the play? Like, don't I just go Orb? I don't know, Orb, Chalice, Explosives, right? Isn't this what we do? What do I not have time for? Relic can go. I mean, we might still play some Karn. I think Ballista's even better than Karn. Definitely took me a while to figure out what you were on. Oh, really? Did you think I was some sort of prison thing? Maybe? You'd just add Chalice? Okay, yeah. I'm with you on Chalice, because we want to set it to 1. Although even when you set it on 1, like, New Burn has a lot of different sized things, which is really good for them. Should I just put Kahira into the deck? Is that weird? It's got to be wrong. It's weird. Why would you do that? Why would you think about that, Bruce Spy? You crazy man. You. I mean, Culling Ritual might kill some of their threats, and then I play some. That's not going to happen. So what is Karn going to go get? I think he's better than some of these other options. You were thinking it was like a primetime deck? Yeah. I could see that, because you saw some ramp cards. Yeah. I don't even know if I'm playing the right ramp cards. I think it's cool that we get to play Grazer and still have the Kahira, but I don't know. I feel like this Kahira would make more sense if I had Endurances, and I don't own them and they're a little bit out of my price range. But, I mean, I have had builds of this that did have the Endurance in it. I mean, maybe... No, I think we were still too far away. Let me see. I have 60 tickets available, and Endurance is 70 on Moto, unfortunately. It's close. I could maybe slim up some things and get the Endurance in there somehow. This hand's a little awkward to have double Grazer, but only 2 lands. But it interacts. But it doesn't have either piece of the combo. But it does interact. Like, we'll get to take their Eidolon, but we have to shock to do it. I don't know about this hand. I'm going to mulligan it and hope. This hand's actually a bit better. Like, this is an Urza Saga plan. It has 2 pieces of hate. We can put back the Marsh Flats, so we're fetching minimally. This is a much better 6. I mean, like, they could have turn 1 dude. Very likely to have turn 1 Goblin Guide or Swiftspear, but this hand has a lot more hope than the previous, so happy with my mulligan. Yeah, and that's certainly part of the fun of playing a brew is people might not know what you're up to. But yeah, certainly once you saw Titania or the Zuran Orb. All right, Goblin Guide, draw some lands because you're the Goblin Guide. Sweet. Okay. Inquisition. Did they mulligan? They only have 4 cards in their hand. They must have mulliganed to 6. They did. So we both mulliganed to 6. Them mulliganing is awesome for us. Burn not being able to keep. So we take the Swiftspear because the Goblin Guides on average are going to net us more cards. And yes, Swiftspear is smaller, but it's not hard for them to prowess her once or twice a turn. I think I leave them with the guides and take the other Swiftspear. We got to do something about those Goblin Guides, though. They might just beat us down. It may be correct for me just not to cast Thoughtseize this game. Like, they would have to draw another spell right here for this to hit. And even then, it's only gaining me 1 life. If we whiff on this, we probably just lose. I probably don't cast the Thoughtseize this game. Like, it's probably play Saga, play Spear, pray. I mean, our best draw, obviously, is just raw draw the Engineered Explosives or the Chalice or whatever. And maybe I'm supposed to play the Triome here. Oh, no, I got to play the Saga. We got to get to the Zuran Orb stat. Yeah, we're kind of priced into playing the Saga. Now, granted, since we've played Urborg, like if I if I draw a push, like, I don't know, maybe we consider playing the Thoughtseize. Probably not. I play the Canyon, play the Guide, play the Skewer. Peatland, Saga. Thank you for drawing me all these cards. It may not even matter, though. We may still just be dead. So do we think their last card is a something? There's a chance it's not a something. So I'm not going to Thoughtseize. Oh, boy. Should I Peatland? No, we can't afford to go down a land. Like, I need to be headed towards doing the things. I'm not going to Thoughtseize. The fact that there's a chance it's a land. Like, if it's not land, it might gain us a life or two. Should I go to those odds? Should I go for those odds? For those odds, for those odds. Should I go for those odds? You know what? We'll do it. Sweet. I gained 1 life. I gained 1 life in that exchange. The best case would have been that it was a Boros Charm. Alright, Riftbolt. I mean, we're pretty dead. Chalice, a little too late. Like, I have to make a construct instead. Yeah, I'm actually just dead now, right? Riftbolt hits me, a Goblin Guy gets through. Yep, them's the beats. But that's probably how this match goes, even with the other orb in. And I'm sure you're thinking, well, Karn doesn't have a whole lot to get. He does not. We're hoping not to draw him, honestly. But, like, he's better than these other things. Like, if I draw Karn, I'm probably playing everything else that's in my hand first. Even just a Grazer could have changed the texture of that last game, by the way. Which, our opener did have a Grazer, didn't it? So maybe I should have just kept the 7. I know I was saying, like, ooh, this 6 is so much better, and it wasn't. It didn't pan out. So, I don't know. I don't know, folks. Turns out I don't know everything. I never thought I did, just to clarify. Yeah, I thought our 6 was quite a bit better, but it didn't matter. We could just put the Ballista and the Kahira in and cut the Karn entirely. Ballista's cheaper on the mana. This gives up the Kahira, but it's a 2-drop? That can't be right. Karn's just so awkward, though. Like, what is he? He's a Liquimetal Coating? Alright, we did it. This is a not keep. Just gotta interact. I mean, that's why we went for the green splash. We were hoping to interact. This hand doesn't do it either. Get a mulligan, mulligan again. Alright, so this hand could keep pace with them. Put back the bomb. Put back an Inquisition. Or do we just hope to draw lands? Be so greedy to keep. We gotta keep lands. We've gotta make land drops to our plan. Right? Or do we just have to tear it up and just hope to interact tons? Hi-ya-ya. And the thing of it is if I put back a Verdant and keep the Saga greedily, I can't justify it. A little concerned that our 5, or little itty bitty 5 here is not 3 lands, 2 pieces of interaction, need a top deck into the Titania side of the Wombo. We have the Zuran Orb. It is essentially already in my hand. It is already in my grasp. Smash. Okay. Vortex. Vortex is scarier than Smash. Easily. We have push for the guide. But yeah, Vortex. Pretty easy choice there. Alright, draw us a land because you're the Goblin Guide. Sweet. Thank you for that, friend. Thanks, friend. We probably play the Saga, get the Saga going. Because that doesn't change. I know I just drew a Decay, but it doesn't change what I'm doing. Granted, we could use the fetch, and yeah, we could do some cutesy stuff with the guide and everything. I do realize that, but I think getting the Urza Saga going is correct. Granted, doing Saga on turn 2, if we don't have any ramp, that means if I draw Titania, I can't get there, but... Okay, so they show us, they drew a different land, drew me another Saga. Thanks. That always feels bad when, like, your Goblin Guide draws your opponent 2 cards, and then they have the removal spell for it, too. It feels bad. It's not good. Ooh, and they don't have a follow-up threat. Even better. Could just be make construct, make construct. Now, we know they have the smash. So, I may want to grab something. Bolt my face, okay. We may want to grab something that we can crack in response to the smash. I don't know if I left anything in that I can do that with, though. Because the relic... oh, Aether Spellbomb is still in. I can crack that in response to the... into the smash. I mean, I think we have to go for cheeky little edges like that. They still haven't played the Mesa, right? Because there were 2 Mesas, weren't there? No. I turned 1 Inquisition them, so no, they did show it. So, smash, crack, 1 unknown. I mean, it's not what I want to go get with my Urza Saga, but they have the answer, so... in hand, so... It would seem that we are at an impasse, and I need to go get something like bomb or something. Also, if I make a construct, I also turn on the smash, right? But like, I kind of need to start doing something. I don't know. Yeah, I guess if I make construct, I'm turning on their smash to smithereens. So maybe it's okay to go get. Well, let's make another. The logic is not there, right? If I'm making construct tokens, they have targets for this no matter what. So now the real question is, do we get Orb? I don't think we get Orb, number 1, right? Isn't it like you bait with Shadowspear? We can't equip it, but... Now I get a lot of usage out of the Zuran Orb. Like I don't need a lot of these lands to survive. I just need to survive. Maybe I just go grab the orb. Because like with Zuran Orb on the table, if they tap out for the smash, then I know that I'm good to go for gaining life. So yeah, I think actually just grabbing the Zuran Orb's and like who would think that this guy, this crazy person has double Zuran Orb, right? Like, who would have double Zuran Orb? I mean, we do. We have one that's in our main board for the Sagas, and we have one that's in the sideboard for the Karns. So I actually think yeah. Because we have the second one, I think actually we get this first. We get another one in a couple turns. Oh, wow, they do nothing. That's huge that they do nothing. Okay, so you're going to smash. I choose not to respond. So we know they have this skill crack. So I can make a Deuter. Is there a huge difference between me being at 11 and 10? Yeah, it's Boros Charm. So, okay, math. Do I need one more token here before combat? Sorry, do I need the 3rd token? So, instead of swinging for 4, I could swing for 6, puts them to 8. The answer is yes. Is it a bad idea to play Esper Control at a 1k tomorrow? I only have Control and Enchantress. Shyla, why not just play Blue-White Control? Blue-white's been doing pretty well. Alright, we're going to 10. Don't kill me one time, opponent. This is like deflecting palm. They shock. I mean, play what you want, right? Like, don't, you know. Alright, show me Boros Charm plus other thing. Or not. Please don't. Please don't show me that. Win the match. We passed the burn test. So we're 3-1. Our only loss wins. We did it. We did it, Jade. I mean, Shia, I feel like there's so many factors there. Like, I don't know you as a player, and it's like when people come in here and they're like, is it good to, well, I would say first and foremost, play what you love. If what you enjoy is control, play control. Because therefore you're getting, oh, we're playing another Yorian opponent. Interesting. Grazer has interaction, has a Saga, has the Titania. Keep. We do have green because of the flats. Keep. We need to see another green because magic. Because double cost. No. You always play Garrick. It's always the answer. This has been a fun stream tonight, guys. I'm glad we're back on a regular-ish schedule. Hope to see you guys again. If not this weekend, next week. It's tough. Like, my new job has me doing a lot of computer time too. So, like, that was the issue with my engineering job as well, was that I didn't quite have the wherewithal to, like, sit down with you guys also after an 8-hour day of computer time for, 2, 3, 4 more hours of computer time. You didn't miss talking about. I just need to make a Garrick deck, right? To sate the desires of your heart, right? And play like Garrick tribal with so we could accelerate the Saga into doing what Saga does, but we actually don't want to because I need the Titania. If I go for Saga here and I miss on a land drop, that's not good. It's not good. I think I want to play Saga next turn. I think I want it to be my third land. How did your game go, Jade? That's why you left, right? You were playing the new Albion. Or not new. It's not new, but you're playing Albion. I saw another MMO that I was going through my Steam queue. It made me think of you, and I can't remember I can't remember what it was. All right, now we Saga. You know what a lot of people might think we are, by the way, with Grazer and Saga and black-green mana? They might think that we're some variant of Titan, like one of our earlier opponents did, like playing like the Persist Reanimator package as well, which stinks because Titania does use the graveyard. Like, if I get Rest in Peace, she doesn't quite work. Not all types of graveyard hate stop her, but yeah, I mean, Rest in Peace does, and Rest in Peace is like a 2, maybe 3 of in blue-white controls sideboard. But Shia LaBeouf, did I give you the word? I did my best. I tried. Nothing I really want to trophy. We just play the Triome, right? I don't really need to. Actually, this could be cycled at some point if they do manage to counter or something bad happens to the Titania. Although, more fetches for Titania, though, if I play Field or the Triome. Sorry, the only way I can get more fetches going... That's not true. There's no way that I get the extra fetch out of Titania. I'll play the Field. I'm going to hold the Triome. A riveting game. Alright, Eladomaries. For what? Is this Magus of the Moon? Do you make me a sad boy? Oh, Endurance. Okay. Did full loot PvP. Oh, yeah? It's a pretty anemic turn my opponent just took. So if they're going to... yeah, so we don't want to crack the field. We want to crack it after we do the Titania thing. If they Endurance, all they're getting is a Marsh Flats. By all means, go for it. So make Construct, untap, float, do the Titania thing. Do the Titania thing. Opponent says, oh yeah, the spice. I just misplayed. I meant to play the green source. I think it's going to be alright, but that's a pretty big misplay. I got greedy. I flew too close to the light. I can't Field of Ruin my way into the... that's embarrassing. So what should I do instead? I could cycle this Triome. So sad. So sad. Why did I play this Saga? This is like one of those moments where you're like, aha, I have all the things, and then you play the wrong land. I did only have one land that was correct here, which is this Verdant. So we'll see how much it matters. I'm sure it will. I could grab the Fountain, but they have perfect mana anyway. Just swing for 2. How sad. I know. Super sad. That's really bad. That could really hurt us. That I decided not to do the thing. And they're just holding up full-blown open mana. I wonder if their plan is to just play the Endurance. Drew and Explore. Yeah, we're plenty punished for my misplay. Like, there was a window for me to get this through uncountered. Oh yeah. The punish. Now, if they wanted to Endurance, it's a freebie. Do we get back Saga? I guess I try to get back Saga. They're probably Endurancing no matter what here. They're going to Solitude. Okay. So I can Orb. What can I afford to Orb? I wanna still have enough mana to Trophy. And we are getting the Urza Saga back. So maybe I should have gotten a different land back, actually. Maybe get Saga back, and then I could activate this one. Or we could just go all in and sack this as well. But then I don't get the thing. I think I'm content here. We stop here. Get back a Saga. Yeah, because of Solitude, the Saga ends up being the best thing, actually. They're not going to block this construct, I doubt. And we're looking all right. Well, maybe not. So we did our thing, sure, but they might have, like, you know, certainly Ephemerate or Solitude number 2. Okay. First Ephemerate really turns this around in my opponent's favor. Okay, so what are we doing? Do we want to make Construct? If I make Construct, then I'm not equipping the Spear, though. I kind of want Spear, since then it would give me a Toughness 4 token. I think I'm just floating on this one. What's left? And we're at 32, so I was just trying to see if we could do all the things and also equip the Shadowspear. The answer is no. So what's left? I think this attack is weak. I think we would trade the Construct maybe with it. Well, that's not true. The Construct's about to get big enough to not worry about these guys. They might do a double block, I don't think I mind a double block. Oh, I forgot to get my extra life off of my Zuran Orb. I won't forget with this next Urza Saga. My bad. We could be at 38. Let's just play Yorion. Because I think they went and got their Yorion earlier. Yeah, so Yorion, both of the Solitudes. Get both of my elemental tokens. Rough. I mean, we can trophy the Yorion, but I don't know, maybe because we knew about the Yorion, maybe it was best for me, instead of equipping the Shadowspear, to trophy one of the Solitudes. I don't know. Oh. Probably need to kill this, because if they get to ephemerate this, it's wonderful Christmas things happen. Drew another land. I'm sorry, we drew a bomb. So I don't have the means to... I don't really want to find out if they're top decking a... right? Or can I really afford to miss on this construct, though? Like, can we wait? Like, if we miss killing this and they get to ephemerate this, like, it's pretty over. Whereas if they're only ephemerating one of the Solitudes, it's still pretty over. I guess either way, since it's over, if they draw an ephemerate, maybe me trophying this now. They could have the ephemerate already, by the way. They left their Purge of Paradise open. I guess I'm making a construct and just hoping for the best. We could try to chain constructs. Oops, I forgot to do it again. It's too late now. I have had to do the sacrifice right there. Oops. I even said that I was going to do it this time, didn't I? The Spellbomb just cantrips because the Zagoth is in the bin. Man, I was like, I'm going to do it this time, guys, and I didn't. Oh, that could be really relevant. They don't have the greatest blocks on this 6/6. Might just be chump with bird. So do I want to kill the Yorion or do I want to kill the Solitude? Probably want to kill the Yorion. So maybe that wasn't as good of an attack as I thought. I could have waited a turn and then I would have had like the potential to equip the Shadowspear. I could have had the potential to trophy something if they went for a double block. Soul Hitter. That's not good. That might just win. Well, so they get rid of the token with a free Solitude activation. So they get to remove my whole board here. Gross. I mean, my plan with the map is to go get another Saga and try to keep going, but rough. Might as well block since they're going to get to remove another one for free, right? I guess I get to keep one Grazer if I don't block. Oh no, that's not true. They're exiling both because it was a Guardian I should have blocked. No, I do get to keep a Grazer. Okay, Karn, one land short. Well, not necessarily. So we have map, but we got to get rid of this, otherwise it's going to make us lose. Cycle this, maybe I hit a land drop. I hit a push, okay. That lets me kill Guardian next turn, maybe. I mean, there's always the potential, like, any one of these removal spells could blank because they could have an ephemerate. Like, this game is dragged on far longer than we ever would have wanted. The Solitude for our Titania was unfortunate. Alright, so I have to... So we're definitely losing the Grazer here, so we might as well block this time, like I should have last time. And we might as well block the bigger thing because this is going away anyway. Because Soul Herder. Well, I guess if we don't do, we could. I guess if I'd block Guardian, yes, I take more damage. But then they're probably blinking Wall of Omens no matter what anyway. I mean, so maybe we do get to push the Like maybe they haven't drawn finally the Ephemerate, right? And we get to push this because we cracked this. I just don't know. I mean, I would assume they have it at this point. They've drawn a lot of cards. Maybe not. Still, I'm pretty in trouble. And with Noble Hierarch and Bird, I can't hide under a bridge to live. Like, is it right to just slam Karn and go get bridge and hope? So they have 2 cards in their hand. They get to Inquisition my Abrupt Decay. And I think we don't really want to draw an Inquisition at this point, but still it sucks to lose the Abrupt Decay. Abrupt Decay would hit Ragavan. Like me Karning and then trying to... I think I'm just supposed to make a construct and put the Shadowspear on it. Like we need to see more... We need to see another land, Titania, right, in the next 2 draws, right? Now with this Overgrown, if I'm willing to shock, we can make construct, put Shadowspear on it, hope they don't have 3rd Solitude or 1st Ephemerate. So we go from no board to a 4/4 lifelink. We don't. Never mind. Oh, no, we do. Maybe don't. Yep, there's the Endurance. I mean, no matter the outcome of this game, I'm excited with how our overall league went tonight with us just slapping this together. Recruiter, win the game, yep. We absolutely don't want to be playing this many turns against grindy deck. Go get Kiki, win the game. Seems good. I don't really have much of anything for this matchup. They do have a few permanents that Culling Ritual can sweep up. Some early game permanents, but it's like... It's just mana-related stuff or stuff that they want to bouncy castle with Yorion. I don't think we do any sideboarding. I think we just run it back. And hope to ramp, hope to disrupt, hope to assemble our combo a little faster and cleaner this time. I mean, they definitely got us on grind. We've got them on... I wouldn't say we have them on ramp because they do play dorks, but we certainly could have some favorable interaction thanks to our Black Splash. That leads to us doing the thing. And I do have the... nope, we cut it. I had a Torpor Orb in the sideboard. Be fantastic for this matchup. Looks like we ended up cutting it. So, in fairness, I didn't... Oh, no, we did see Karn toward the end there, didn't we? But just... There wasn't a clean spot for me to get him onto the table. So, I wonder if... I'm thinking back to what happened, right? Remember how I played a wrong land? I don't know if it would have mattered, but it may have mattered, right? Because if we could have gotten the elementals onto the table a turn early, right? This hand looks quite interactive. I wish it had one more land, though. I think it'd be greedy to keep this only 2 lands when we're on the play. But like if I mulligan this, I would be hoping that the hand has like the 6 would need to be 3 lands because we're not on the draw. So yeah, we're just leaning into the fact that the deck is 26 lands. 26 lands with 1 expedition map. Because I really don't want to play this Saga when we're this low on land. But and I'll go with the Overgrown Tomb, I think. We kind of just need to disrupt, right? So we take the growth even. I know that seems weird, but kind of need to make them stumble and just hope. That's fine. Then I take the tutor. Oh, Liberator. That's cool. I don't really care about what this does yet, but I will care later. We drew the second Titania. So they have Eladamri's Call. We have Push for the Hierarch. Is that what I'm doing? No, I'm probably just making Construct here, right? They might just go get something else that goes after the... It's cool to see this card. This is a cool card for sure. Kind of has like a Kasali Pride Mage feel, but if you flip it, it like turns into a Trigon Predator that still has the ability to sacrifice itself. This is a sweet, sweet, sweet card. A lot of people are playing this. Everything from like Green Sun Zenith targets to, you know, we're seeing it here as an Eladamri's Call target. It's a cool card. Solid bear. Kasali Pride Mage style, sacrificing obviously minus the Exalted, but like the flip side, just so much potential. I already feel like we're falling behind. It's not the end of the world. I can trophy it. I can push it. I don't really want to sacrifice a land to do it, though. I'm sad that I don't get to make a construct. I think I'm just going to trophy it. It sucks to lose the Saga, though. That there's nothing I can do about that interaction. And, like, I'm kind of glad I didn't end up pushing the Hierarch because they have plenty of mana anyway. So that's always the issue between, like, pushes and trophies, right? We may want to push it, though, because they have access to Solitude due to it. And Yorion. Need to draw lands. Need to draw some lands. Put Yorion in hand. Did draw land. I asked for land. Put Kahira to hand. Go ahead. Is this Yorion just for wall bounce? It's good enough. I need to see 2 lands to get back into this. They decide not to play their Yorion? That's very suspicious of Solitude. Almost has to be Solitude, right? So, don't really want to play Kahira, because then they Solitude, then they Yorion, then they get a free... Like, they get to use it again later. It seems bad for me. Maybe I should wait for a Thoughtseize. Like, if they're waiting to play... If they're waiting to do their thing... Nah, they'll probably just flash it in. Oh, it was a chord? Okay. Witness the chord. So yeah, we've probably lost this at this point. They're doing super grindy things, and I can't quite get to my Titania. But we went down a land, remember, guys? Like, we played the Saga when we weren't ready to go for the Titania. I mean, I have to consider cracking my Peatland and pushing the Witness. Since they're going to... I'm guessing they're playing Yorion here. Maybe not. Maybe after combat they will. So I probably should just kill it anyway if that's what I have to do. We'll see if that's what they're doing. I mean, I figured that's what they're doing. Yeah, I should have just killed this. They still get good value here, and they still have a chord in hand. It's. I mean, that's what the deck is designed to do. It's the value tutor.value deck. Can we blend it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we possibly get back into this? It's cool to maybe have Kahira with Titania. If this is alive, this doesn't die to Bolt. Well, speaking of the double. Figured they had a Solitude. That one turn that they did nothing and then passed. but it looked like Solitude, but it was actually Chord. Their hand's still Chord. I can take the Chord, though. Is that worth it? I'm dead, though, if I do. So the answer is no. Look at life total. Yeah, this isn't going to work. So Yorion, like, I'd love to get my hands on the Saga, but we should just go for an elemental now, right? Actually, even better, I still have Swampies. So actually, we get to take the Chord as well. I mean, we have to get back into this. I'm just wary of the fact that I'm at 6 and they have a flyer that I haven't dealt with, so. And I'm not working my way towards anything. I mean, the Deputy spells Doom for us, too. I don't know. I don't know how we get back into this. I'm probably just going to die to 2 attacks from the Orion. I don't want to spell our Doom, though. But it feels like that's what's happening here. But, I mean, there's still, like, we could draw Karn. A lot of things we could draw. I'm going to take my Titania. They take my token instead. I guess because they're planning to blink the Deputy. Oh, because I have to block the Solitude. Is that why? I go down to 2. Drew Saga. I'm dead. We needed, like, Karn there, right? But I mean, what would Karn even do, though? I need a land that, like, gains me life. I guess Peatland gives me the potential to hit nothing. Actually, that's not true. I could hit the, I could draw into exactly Zuran Orb. I didn't. I saw an artifact and there was a glimmer of hope. Games. Fun match. Grindy. Alright. But we did the thing. We prized despite just slapping this together, which is exciting. So our only losses were Super Grindy, Yorion.pile, and so that makes me wonder. So okay, so somebody suggested Abundant Harvest. It does slow your deck down, but it gives us the freedom and flexibility to maybe consider cutting a Titania. Oh, maybe not. Like, because the thing is our deck doesn't really do the thing if we don't draw this. Now, we could do what we were doing in the blue variant, which was we were playing. Obviously, it has its drawbacks, right? Our opponents could have counter magic, but the black kind of smooths that out, right? Like the Thoughtseizes and the Inquisitions and the 2 of Veil in the sideboard. By the way, if we want to win that matchup or the or like an Elementals matchup, we need a Torpor Orb somewhere. So we can put that back in the sideboard. I mean, I think Ritual might be good enough to even be like a 1-1 split. With most of our opponents being Hammer. Hammer's the most played... Oh, excuse me. Hammer being the most played deck in the format. Slightly. I mean, there are other things, but there's a lot of decks that are playing small things. Like, this hits quite a lot. Hits quite often. Anyway, so yeah, we cut the 2 of... what did we cut the 2 of? I cut the 2 of... let's go to brew mode. We cut the 2 of Abrupt Decay, which I think was right.